at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me? Good.
Hola, Richard.
Ooh, look at your timing. You spoke before I did.
Yeah, well, it's a short little window, but I took my shot.
There. Good morning, good evening to everyone here. We're excited to be here. This has been a long time coming. It's SB19 day, solos and group numbers.
Nice.
I think we mentioned this like 2 months ago. You know, we keep to our word. It just gets delayed. Sometimes we get hacked. Sometimes we can't keep up. It just slows us down a little bit with everything. Good morning, Everett and Chris and Latte Lover and Jenny and Joy and Pizza and Donuts and Francesca and
Sophia in the house.
1K2 SML. Oh, how do you say your name?
Dorothy?
No. I know how to say Dorothy. It was Small Nagan. That has to be short for something. Oh, SB19 had a recent win with the billboards. That's cool. Thanks for sharing that.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Good to see everyone. So we have a plan. I know there's going to be requests that pour in, and we appreciate that, but please read the pinned comment on top. The solo selections are already selected based on all of your comments leading to today. We're going to do one each, and then we're going to go live request with group numbers, and we can kind of guide us as to what to take on there. So, yeah. I feel like there's something else I was going to say, but I kind of want to hear some tunes. So
let's just listen. Let's listen. Let's
listen.
Change it up, and we'll just stop talking and we'll listen for once.
I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
But before we do,
yes, please hit like and subscribe, everybody, and ring that bell so you always know what we're up to next.
You're getting deeper as you go, which reminds me of a new toy that I have. Are you guys ready for this?
I've aged a lot from this show, but yes, please. I'm excited.
Okay, so I have a new mic for those of you who are Thronely members. I posted, I think a couple days ago, I have a new microphone. Hopefully it takes care of some of the issues we've been having live. But it comes with effects. And one of them...
God.
It's funny. Well, Art made a comment because he saw there was one button on the mic itself. He says, you need more buttons? I have plenty.
I have William Chipmunk. This sounds like a fun one, right? And then, hi everyone. Thanks for joining the show.
Sing it. Christmas time.
The funny thing is I can't hear what you hear. All I hear is me, and you get the output. So I don't know if it messes with the tuning. But yeah.
I think we should do a whole show like this, actually.
Or I can just go in the opposite direction and go here. But I'm going to turn this off for now.
As promised, we were going to listen to music today. When you get a chance, please click on the link below in the description. You can buy us a coffee and help support this page so we can continue to grow. And you can even become a silver, gold, or diamond Thronely member. One of our newest perks, actually, the gold and diamond members get their name added at the end of the live video, which starts today. I'm excited for you guys to see that.
Yeah.
And you can also check out Throga.com to learn more about your voice and the 7 dimensions of singing. All right.
All we need is more things to make this show more ridiculous. That's great.
It's giving me more buttons actually is a really bad decision. The more I think about it. All right, so we're going to start with, you guys can help us out here. I know this is Ken. We were introduced to him as Ken. He's got the low voice, but here he's listed as Felip or Philip. Felip or Philip?
Oh.
We've always known him as Ken, right? So I'm assuming, fill us in, I'm assuming this is his real name. Is Ken his stage name? Like what's going on? And
yeah.
then
Well, it's like
this is-
BTS. They all have different nicknames too. You know. It's
Yeah. Okay, so it's when he's solo. That's his real name as a solo artist. Okay, very cool.
Okay.
That makes sense. And then interesting that he went with Ken for or now then other people saying Ken on solo. Well, Ken with the group. Felip is his real name for the solo. All right, thank you for that. We appreciate that. And this was the most requested song on the Wish Bus. Fantastic. Palayo is what I'm going with. Let's check it out.
sounds good. Palayo, maybe? Palayo?
Standing.
Wish 1075.
Didn't come to play with you, oh. Ayusin ang oras ko, oh. Taas lang kay imong garbo, oh. If there's a problem, girl, that's you, oh. Wala ko kabalo, oh. Kanusa ka makontento. Gihatag ko tanang gusto. Kulang pa ba sa imo? Tutok sa akong mata, oh. Kanusa ko na magago. Kita mo sa luha ko. Kikapunin ko. Tama na, yeah. Sakto na, yeah. Di na nakukaya ang tanan, yeah. Ganong inanak ka. Kung wala'y kwenta, gini akong isulte ang paminawa. Abi mo ba, di kumulak ang malayo sa imuha ay guna-guna. Di na ko kaya nga buhi aga, diri na lang ta.
All right, little pause here. I see you guys are pointing out this was his very first solo, like his solo debut, and that he was nervous and things like that. You can see a little bit of that in the body language, just maybe just a little stiff, but it's not showing up in his vocals. I mean, his pitch accuracy, his timing, phrasing. We're used to hearing him purposely weighted on the low end in a group setting of 5 because that helps, fill out the sound. So it's cool to hear him take on some of those lower parts, and not very low here for him anyway, but then also have like that, just a warm tone going up into his, not his upper register, but the higher end of his chest voice. It's a really cool balance.
Yeah. No, it's got to be very nerve-wracking to venture out on your own when you're part of such a, particularly, I mean, a group anyway, but just such a famous and successful group,
Sure.
The pressure of like, okay, let's see you on your own. Can you do it on your own? That type of thing. And he's doing great though. Right now it's trying to want to see where the song goes. It's pretty limited range. I had no idea he was like that low all the time. Because in the context of the group.
Yeah, I mean he just sits down there. Quick note to chat. Please do not spam. So list your request or comment one time. If you repeat it over and over, we will have to ban you from the chat, and I really don't want to do that because I do want to hear what you think, but if you repeat it over and over, then we lose what other people are saying, and that's not fair to everybody else. Okay.
Yes.
Also, I wanted to say, so we're only doing one song per solo member today. I see you guys are recommending Ache. That's another one of his, and of course we'll be happy to check that out in the future. We'll probably just kind of do the same format again, maybe come back and maybe do just solos or whatever at some point. So if you do have requests, leave them in the comments after the live stream. Otherwise, they will get lost.
Yes.
Oh,
all right. Let's see where the song goes.
Yeah, and just while we're paused, so I'm not like overstopping. Thank you so much, Celia and Mia, for the super chats.
Yes.
Appreciate your support.
Yes, and Airman Lackman and our favorite Chris. One of our faves.
Ayaw nagstorya, guy, yeah. Kalas kiglaway day, yeah. Dugi raga ayo kong gipulag paminaw sa imong istorya. Di lang ko gusaba kay dili ko gusto sa mo kabangitan. Kung sa problema bugsog pa nasugog ka nanumande kamo istorya. Tas ang sala ako abali hug lang bog ayon sa imong batasan. Nga di masabtan permi na lang ako tanan. Na
Nice.
Sabi mo ba hindi ko malakaw. No, yeah. Diri na lang ta, no. Yeah.
Such a rich quality there.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, kalagod di masukol. Huwag ka pa nalikod. Ako na lang ang magtalikod. Di maagwang tagid ang kalisod. Sa pampangunta pinamagituglod. Habi ko makatulog sa imong mga bagak. Mugani mong gusto sa akong utak mo tatak. Tinuod ko na tulo ng bait na kagahapon. Isang pag gusto ka nga mawala ko gibali. Wala ko tanang kasakit.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
Nice.
I think that last section was a little bit more of what I was used to hearing from him. So that the really low stuff, I was like, oh, that's interesting. I really like his bass voice too, because it's not your sort of typical, big frequency bass voice that we might hear in like an a cappella group or something. It still has that sort of accessibility to it.
It's like a pop accessibility, right? In terms of yeah. Because when you go like really low, sometimes if it is too boomy, for lack of a better term, it does like it's almost a distraction. As cool as it can be in the right context, he keeps like a really, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way at all, but just a commercial quality from the low all the way to the high. When he goes to the head voice, which I just wanted to hear again, because he's got some moments of like vocal fry in this part, and I like the second half of the song. I like the second half of the song the most because he's got the fry, the low end, and then he gets like this little angst kind of thing, and then and then goes into head voice. I just like seeing all aspects of him here.
Yeah.
Clean. This part. Just casual. And then
kalagod di masukol. Huwag ka pa nalikod.
the suspense this part builds.
Ako na lang ang magtalikod. Di maagwang tagid ang kalisod. Sa pampangunta pinamagituglod.
That reminds me of like what I hear a lot of what Pablo does too. Just like that kind of like da da da, like kind of building.
Yeah.
And I had a question for you guys too in the chat. You mentioned something about this being his own dialect coming through. So, and I saw somebody else talk about, someone left a comment from our last TGI FF regarding Tagalog versus Filipino. So I was under the impression that the name
Tagalog was the official language.
the official language, but I guess that's a subset. I'm just curious. You guys can fill us in, whether in the chat or even in the comments after the live stream. If you can clarify that a little bit, I'm really curious. So
okay, awesome, yeah,
cool. Well, that was fun.
It was fun. I'm interested to see what he does with the next song too. I mean, that was definitely like, it was in sort of a pocket range wise. I want to see what he breaks out.
Yeah, as he gets more comfortable. But this was 2 years ago, so obviously he's done more since then, and we're going to check out more in the future. You guys can let us know what to jump to. It sounds like Ache is the next one to explore. So next up, though, we're going to jump to Stellar Stell.